I-4 from Orlando to Tampa. And a lot of love bug residue. I'm headed over to Tampa Fairgrounds, otherwise known as, I think now it's the Mid-Florida Credit Amphitheater. I will always be, in my heart, the 1-800-ASK-GARY Amphitheater. Today is Slayer Day. We're just coming off of a long weekend at Welcome to Rockville, mostly rain, and ironically it's supposed to rain a bunch today too in Tampa. I'm on hour number 2 from Orlando to Tampa, and it looks like I still got almost about an hour to go because of so many accidents and detours. A lot of folks asked over the last couple of months if I was going to the Slayer show, and I have repeatedly said no. But then last week, Live Nation had a sale where every ticket, including fees and taxes, was 20 bucks for a bunch of different shows, and I bought tickets for Slayer. And then this morning, I got an email from Live Nation if I wanted an upgrade that included better seats and private bar and bathroom and I think some food. And I said, hell yeah, I want that upgrade. So I clicked yes, and then I had to pay money. But we're on our way to go meet up with my buddy Billy. We're gonna get some Slayer in, some Lamb of God, and we're gonna have some fun. And another. And now we sit in traffic on 301 to try to get into the parking lot. This show did not do very well ticket sales wise, and that's why tickets dropped to 20 bucks to get in, and it wasn't like lawn seats, it was actual seats. And they had a lot of tickets left for sale. Even as of yesterday, I saw that they were blasting out that they were offering special deals to buy tickets, etc. I grew up in, at least in my teen years, really loving Slayer early stuff, and you know, it's funny because I think that when South of Heaven came out, for those that are fans of Slayer know what I'm talking about, I thought at that point it was almost like a sellout. It's so funny to think that so many years later they're still playing. I guess they had a lot of good success out of the Big Four, and the Big Four being Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth. Although for me, they're not my number 2 in the Big Four. Big Four for me is Metallica, and then I would have Anthrax and Megadeth, and then Slayer in the 4 position. Although I think that there's some other bands that kind of get left out of the whole Big Four thing. And the Big Four, just to explain to people that don't know what that means, it's basically the founding pillars or fathers of thrash metal. I think from where I sit, the reason why I have Anthrax higher on the list is obviously I was from Queens, New York. I grew up listening to them and seeing them very often. But I think that bands like Overkill were left out, and Exodus, and ironically, you know, now even with Slayer, the reason why I said I wasn't initially looking to see them, I've seen them many times, but they get rid of Dave Lombardo, and I think he was really an integral piece to the sound of Slayer. And then when Jeff Hanneman died, I really kind of started feeling like Slayer was like Scab Slayer or 50% Slayer. The spirit is there, and I still love Tom and Kerry, but I don't think it's the same as it was. And even though there were some fights among band members within Pantera and not looking to get back together again, even when Dime was alive, and then when Dime died, and the question came up all the time about Zakk Wylde filling in for Dime with Vinny and company. I respect the fact that they never continued without Dime and without Vinny, and you know, it just wouldn't be Pantera. Just like I don't think this is necessarily Slayer. I think it's a version of Slayer, but it's not what I would normally be like rushing out to pay for. Now traffic is just held up by like idiots like this, just stopping and letting everybody out of their cars, and they're walking across the grounds to get into the amphitheater. Finally made it in the parking lot. Opening bands have already started. I hear a lot of in the distance. We've made it to the dance. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Here's a look at the merchandise from a distance. There's a look within. Alright, so we completely missed the first band. Alright, so we have access to the VIP lounge this time. It's viewed from the VIP seats. We're gonna see what this is all about. We get a buffet, the set times, look at this. Sausage and peppers, chicken parm. Yeah! Look at all this food. It's my VIP dinner and a beer. This is the rest of the VIP area, by the way. You got couches and lounge chairs and all kinds of beverages. Look at that. Look at the crowd from the side.
Here is the smoker falls.
We're back in. Lamb of God coming on stage. These are our seats. What?
Holy shit! Look at all you beautiful motherfuckers out here in this sway. Ric Flair! Oh fuck yes, I know Florida knows how to do that. For those of you who do not know, we are Lamb of God. We come from Richmond, motherfucking Virginia, no ways north of here.
So Lamb of God walked off the stage because I think somebody was hurt down below. And in the meantime, there's a ton of lightning out in that area. So I'm wondering if they got off the stage because of lightning in the area.
Okay. Y'all make room. Give those people some room, man. Back up. If that was you down on the floor, you want everybody else to back up too, man. So thank you for being cool, motherfuckers. Y'all take care of each other out here. Everybody came here to have a good time tonight, man, you know? So we want to make sure everybody leaves in one piece if we can.
Well, they're tending to somebody hurt up there. We're 10 minutes away from Slayer. You can see the stage right through the netting. This is their last tour of all time. Again. They're taking a man out. We broke the metal laws. Stopping over here to take video instead of selling beer. He's working hard. He's working hard. Beer or video?
You guys ready for some family entertainment? All
The masses are leaving. Everyone's gonna have the same problem getting out as we did getting in. That was awesome. Love that show. Well, I gotta be honest, that was much better than I had anticipated. It really kind of made me feel like a teenager again, hearing a lot of those songs. And then it kind of made me feel really old again, kind of thinking about hearing those songs more than 30 years ago. And I think that's maybe older than a lot of the people that watch this channel. The set list was awesome. I can't complain. Lamb of God was amazing again. I didn't see a lot of the other openers, and I've seen them both before, Cannibal Corpse and I think it's Eamon Marth. I'm sure I'm butchering that name. Both of those acts are fine, and we watched like a song or two of each of them, passing. But Slayer, I was just blown away. There were a lot of empty pockets of seats here and there. I think, again, they had a hard time selling tickets for this, so they dropped prices and almost were like papering this thing. That's how we ended up coming to the show by way of Live Nation sale. And then once they got you in the building through the Live Nation sale, they wanted to kind of upcharge you to move up your seats. All for reasonable prices. So, if you didn't buy tickets for Slayer early, you could have been like us and basically paid what it would normally cost to go like a club show. And there's a lot of people that complained that they came back around again because this is their last tour, and the last time that they said that they were going to be in Florida, I think it was last year when they toured, and they had Anthrax, I think, and Testament in the mix, opening up for them also. That's the way these retirement tours go, though. Either they go on forever, or they go on for a period of time and then they're back out of retirement again. I see Leonard Skinner is playing a bunch of shows, and they just had their big retirement tour. I will say this amphitheater is awful. So the Mid-Florida Credit, whatever it's called now, and formerly 1-800-ASK Gary, and the Tampa Fairgrounds, and whatever they want to call it, it is the pits. So much time and energy gets spent on talking about the Rays and buying them a new stadium or making them a stadium. And quite honestly, it's a shame to hear when bands are playing at this amphitheater instead of playing at the arena. But this guy right here, this is 15-year-old Kyle rocking his Venom shirt. He was very happy tonight hearing a lot of those old songs. And hell, current year Kyle wasn't too unhappy either. And now, of course, we end the night in another McDonald's drive-through. Almost home, but I think that's going to do it for us tonight. So thank you very much for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.